Hello, this is a very exciting day in the history of the People's Voice, the non-profit TV and radio station which has come out of nowhere from an idea only in May, and thanks to the fantastic support of the public all over the world, here we are. For the first time, this is the space which the London studio is going to be built in, and built in very soon. Work starts almost immediately, and it is extraordinary when you think about how quickly this has happened, from an idea a few weeks ago really, and here we are now today moving into this space. A couple of little offices at the end, and all down this space is going to be desks, computers, editing, reporters, producers, and the people putting the whole thing together day after day after day, 24 hours a day, broadcasting from here, in fact all through here, but also out of America through here. So it's really been one of those things that's gone on since we went for this, both feet over the cliff, you know, Geronimo and all that stuff. The thing is that the synchronicity of things as it's unfolded has been just incredible. Like, you're on a wave that's meant to be. And we managed to get this space, which is far, far bigger than anything we've seen before. And it's a really good deal. We've got it for at least a year, which gives us time to get on air and see, you know, what the income stream is, to see how big we can be and where we can take this. And it's just dropped in our lap. And here, you see the length of this place. When we walked in, we thought, you know, how much do they want for this? And we thought, yeah, we can build the studio just down the end here or here, and we can do that. And then, oh no, there's something else. And this was the something else. All part of the same space. And this is the area where the studio is going to be built. In fact, it's a space that just needs soundproofing, and all the stuff needs doing, and all the stuff in the roof that we need to do. And here we are, just across the way over there from Wembley Stadium, the big football stadium, the biggest football stadium in Britain. And just to the left is Wembley Arena, where we had the big event in 2012, and we're going to have the same event next year in 2014. So it's just incredible how it's all fallen together. And when you next see this place a few weeks from now, then it's going to be soundproofed, it's going to be a television studio, we're going to have all the furniture and the editing equipment and all the rest of it in there. And this, originally, is a kitchen. I think the fridge and the sink give it away really. But over here, that wall is going to be recreated, shall we say, with a big glass window, and right here we're going to build the gallery for the studio. And it's just perfect. It may not look like it now, but when it's done a few weeks from now, like I say, it's going to be perfect for what we want. And we're on our way. And not only that, lots of other things have been happening. And I've got Sean here, head producer, my mate.
Hello.
Came up with all this with me. And you've been to Los Angeles with everybody, and
Yeah.
Quite a lot's happened, isn't it? Because we're going to be broadcasting a lot out of the United States every day.
Yeah, so we went to New York, we went to Los Angeles, San Francisco, and then we went back to Los Angeles, and literally every day on the trip, I think we were there for 10 days, we were just inundated with people, meetings, and we weren't expecting the level of talent and the level of commitment that people were offering us out there. And the real big find over there in LA was a guy called Matthew Smith. He's a former childhood actor. He was an actor for Disney and for Nickelodeon, and he was kind of in with Hollywood, and he's seen a lot of stuff and he didn't like what he saw, and he tried to get out of it and tried to, you know, expose what was going on. And he's a really amazing person. He basically wants to run the LA operation for us, be our senior producer over there, host our US show, and oversee all of the people that we have on the west coast of America. So any producers we've got, any shows that we've got out there that need creative help or technical help, he'll be the guy that we go to help oversee that, which is a massive find for us because we've got quite a lot to do over here and we need somebody we can really trust and who can support us.
You're not kidding. How much sleep have you had since we had this idea?
I'm not sure.
Not
maybe
a lot.
2 hours, 3 hours. I
Yeah,
don't know.
a week.
Yeah.
And we've got Luke Rudkowski
Rudkowski,
in
yes.
New York.
So we've got Luke Rudkowski in New York, who we met on the first few days when we arrived, and he's going to be our New York correspondent. So he's going to have this special technology that we found where it means he can go off to any breaking news situation and report on it live, just like Sky do, just like CNN do, and we can get that footage back to the studio within split seconds of it happening, which means the reporter in the studio or the host in the studio can talk to Luke, he can talk back. So we've got this professional outside broadcast type setup that only the big broadcasters seem to have at the moment. We're going to have that. So it means that we can go to breaking news stories in New York, in America. We'll also have a similar unit over here in London, and we can cover those stories. So when you think about the Boston bombings, or when you think about what happened in Woolwich, when all the BBC people and radio people were going over there with their crews, we can get in a car with our equipment, with our reporter, and get there quickly, get that backpack on with all the equipment on it, get a camera plugged into it, and we'll be broadcasting from that studio live on the internet there and then when it's happening.
All good.
Which is pretty powerful stuff.
It is, I know I keep going on about it, but I do have to pinch myself just how quickly this is coming together and how the pieces are fit.
It's amazing. When was the idea? It was in May?
Yeah, May,
It was
yeah.
around May time, so that's just 2 or 3 months ago, really. And we've already got a studio. We've got a big pool of producers and researchers and production team and editors and technical people who we're at the moment assigning to different shows that we've got. The schedule is pretty much filling up. In fact, I was quite surprised how, not easy, but how quickly that schedule filled up. It wasn't a problem filling it up at all.
I guess I've got about, well over 3/4 of the first, 24 hours a day week of programming.
Mm-hmm.
That's extraordinary.
It is.
Because people can see the impact of this, the potential impact of this, which is fantastic. So cheers, Sean.
Yeah, cheers.
You've stood there too long. Hey, get some work done.
Back on it.
Back on it. Yeah. So it's just a great day because from shall we do this? Let's go for it. And here we are. And like I say, the next time you see this place, it'll be a television studio and it will be a newsroom. And this adventure has the potential to be a phenomenon, to really, really impact upon the understanding of people of what's really happening in the world, as opposed to what the mainstream is constantly telling us is happening, which is just the official version of everything. And what we're doing is spending the money as frugally as possible, so that it's all used wisely, and then closer to airtime. And we're still on course for November. We'll be talking about ways that the station needs to attract income to keep going indefinitely. And like I say, this is a non-profit making operation, and it's free to air. There's going to be no subscription to actually see the live footage, the live programs, of which there are going to be many every day from around the world. So, great day. Next stage, on we go. See ya.